Hi, welcome to Beyond the Clinic Chair. I am sitting here with Justyna Szwed, owner of Simply Beauty award-winning clinic in Chiswick. Justyna has been in the industry for 20 years. She has got a degree in cosmetology, she's got a degree in physiotherapy, she's a business mentor, she is a beauty mentor, she has a long list of extremely grateful clients, and she's here to share some of her insights with us. So welcome, Justyna.
Hello, lovely to be here.
First, I'd just love to ask you, you come across as someone with a real passion for beauty. When did this all begin?
Oh, when I was very, very little. I remember my first treatment provided for my mom when I was 8 years old.
Seriously?
Painting her nails, and a few years later doing her henna for her eyebrows. Always reading about cosmetic products in the newspapers. So I was always meant to be a beautician.
That's amazing. I do believe that the seeds, if you're following a spiritual path, the seeds are sown very early. You kind of just always pick up on the things that you know you want to do. So what happened then?
When I grew up, so when the time to decide who you're gonna be, where you're going to study came, it was a very hard decision for me because I had the pressure from my family, from my cousins, basically, who went to study medicine, they wanted to be lawyers, and they did. So all of them have been very ambitious, and I felt like, to be just a beautician is maybe not enough. I'm very ambitious, but I was comparing myself to what they're going to achieve and what I am going to achieve. So it was a little bit of pressure for me to decide which subject I'm going to study. So I went for medical part to become a physiotherapist. And a few years later, I decided to study the cosmetology as well. So first I made a degree in physiotherapy as a master, and later cosmetology. So those two industries are kind of melting together because face, how it's built, body, and body composition, what we eat, it makes a big difference of how we look, how our skin looks like. So everything is like a good combination of physiotherapy and beauty.
So that sounds perfect. It sounds like you started off with a deep understanding of how everything kind of works together, so organically. And then what happened after that? How old were you when you finished both degrees, and where were you? I take it you were in Poland?
Yes, in Poland. So I did my degrees in Poland, and I was 24 when I finished my first degree. Then I went to United States to work on the cruise lines. That was very hard work, but I have to say it was one of the best experiences in my life. It taught me to be stronger, to be pain-proof,
really,
to hard work even more, and to be like stress-proof as well, because it's very, very hard work on the cruise lines.
And what was the worst thing? I can just imagine, what was the worst thing that you had to do with a client? I mean, what was the most difficult client that you've ever had on an American cruise liner?
I never say the worst clients.
Okay.
There is no worst clients for me. Just the situations are harder. The manager who was taking care of our team was not really a good candidate to do this job. So it was very tough being under control of someone who was really giving us a hard time. And me as a physiotherapist, I had the highest experience in our team, but I was given the lowest chances to sell packages, the lowest chances to have more customers. So it was really unfair. So I thought, okay, I don't mind, I will just do my best. Whatever will happen, will happen. I will just do what I know to do best from my part, and this is what those clients will remember.
So it sounds like you were kind of getting lots of experience, but you were also experienced in terms of management, a bit of bad practice. And how did that influence? Because you made a transition to owning your own salon. So how did that journey happen?
This lesson was very important for me because on the cruise lines we've been taught how to make money quick, how to sell packages, how to sell products. We had very high targets to achieve, which was fine because I do understand clients need aftercare. They do need to buy creams to improve the skin condition after the facial. They need to take care of bodies, so we use a body brush, take like a salt bath at home to improve the muscle aches, to relieve the pain. I do understand, but I couldn't understand why I do need to be so pushy to sell. So this is what I brought to my business, not to push people so much if they are not willing to pay that much amount of money, and more experience for them to bring during the session. So something what they will never forget about, to be outstanding from what other therapists do. So this is what is very important for me, to bring a session which will be unforgettable for my clients.
That is a high bar. But how did you make the transition from, so you worked on a ship, you got all this experience, you kind of, and it almost like, it sounds like you, in that moment, had a business plan in your head that what you wanted to do with your business. And
I had no any business plan. It was just crazy.
So how did you open your first business then?
I came back from United States to Poland looking for a job as a physiotherapist, and just my very close friend, she called me asking, how are you, what you up to? And I said, I'm just looking for a job. She said, hey, come to London. It's very easy to find a job for you as a physiotherapist. There is a very high demand. So I said, okay, why not? So I just took my luggages, which were unpacked from United States, sending them over to London straight away. And 2 days later, I was here looking for a job as a physio, and I was working in the spa in central London. And it was kind of, again, hard experience because my achievements, my degree was not appreciated so much as I would like to. I was doing my best, but the owner of the clinic didn't appreciate what I do, and I was really doing my very, very best. Every client was achieving the same results, the same opportunity to have very good massage, very good care. And then I thought, okay, it's enough. I cannot work here anymore. And I said, okay, let's look for another job. So I was kind of like looking, not looking, waiting. And I just thought, okay, God, if you want to give me something, new opportunity, I'm open to it. I remember that one day I went to the hairdresser in Richmond, dreaming about having a clinic in Richmond. And 1 month later, just God knows how it happened, I had a phone call that there is a place, a beauty salon to take over.
Amazing.
And without even going and seeing the place, I said yes over the phone, without having enough money to buy it. I was like, yes, it's a big yes, this is for me. I could feel that from the bottom of my heart, it's a sign. So yeah, when I went there, I loved the place, and it was a new journey, very successful from very, very beginning. And I could work on my rules. I knew that I'm good in what I am doing. I was the most expensive in Richmond at that time, but still fully booked. And I've got that appreciation, which I was waiting for, working for someone. I've got that from my clients. They've been telling me every day that it was the best massage ever. So, and actually that was the signature name for the massage in my price list, the best deep tissue ever.
Amazing.
So, yes, it was kind of like a marketing tip.
I feel like I've missed out on something big here.
You still can come,
Oh.
no problem.
So this is amazing. So everyone that's watching it that's in the industry will be kind of desperate to know what are your secrets, what happened in that, what do you think you offered, and what advice would you give to someone just starting out now?
The most important is what message are you bringing to people you're going to meet every day. Being a therapist is not only application of products one by one, step 2, step 3, and goodbye. Is a process, is a therapy.
Yeah.
Beauty therapy, physiotherapy. So beauty and physio is just part of the industry we work on, but therapy is very big word, because people coming to they are looking to relax, to forget about problems. Very often there is something deeper in them why they're coming. They're not self-confident, so we need to bring them self-love. We need to speak with them in a very gentle way. Be careful what you say, because you don't know this person. It's first time you see someone, so we have to be very delicate, but giving them just love. When someone coming to you, you just, my goal is to treat everyone like I would treat my mother every day, you know, someone you really love, you want all the best, what you can give, giving care. And this is what our clients say, is that they feel loved here, they feel really taken care and listened. So it's not only a process like the protocols we do. If you want to have successful business, you have to go deeper to client's soul and their problems, and they will stick to you. They're gonna go through life with you as a day beauty therapist.
That's amazing. I mean, I think you've just got to the heart of it, because there's something in my mind as well. There's a lot of quite invasive beauty treatments. I mean, technology's moved on. Facials have kind of gone upper level to the facials that I used to have in the 90s when I did stuff, you know, the old Clarins facial or something like that. There's, I don't know, all kinds of equipment that you use. There's injections, there's lasers, there's all this stuff. So that must be to do the love. Do you get a lot of people that do come to you thinking, fix me, I need all this stuff, that's also quite difficult stuff, and there's a little bit of self, I don't know, self, not, when you're kind of being a bit mean to yourself, you see these machines, is there something where you need to tell them to be a bit kinder, or to be very careful how you use the machines?
So the client who would go for more advanced technology are the ones who are really focused on goals, what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
Sometimes we cannot help, for example, with acne problem or pigmentation, just with very basic creams or like face mask during the facial. We need to go much deeper. So we use IPL technology, lasers, ablative, non-ablative. We do have microneedling, exosomes, many of the newest technology equipment, and we need to follow what is the newest on the market, the newest research, clinically proven results. This is what is important to me. If I implement any machine in my clinic, I need to make sure there is a science behind it. But if someone will come and ask me which treatment we can start with, it will always be basic to know the skin better. The computer skin analysis is very helpful, because I can literally show my client on the computer screen what is happening underneath the skin, so much deeper, the sensitivity of the skin, the brown pigment, so something which we cannot see with a human eye. So there is a science behind every technology, and it's amazing, because we don't need to struggle with pigmentation, wrinkles or acne anymore. There is always a solution, but depends of what client is willing to want and be aware of what is more successful for them. They will choose which path to go, or the more basic, safe, without harming the skin much, or very aggressive. It's really depending of the character of the client. I have found it out. Some people are more willing to go for more aggressive aesthetic medicine treatments, and we also do aesthetic medicine. We have a nurse who is providing those type of treatments, so we make sure our client is 100% safe.
That's very, very important. So what you're talking about, very advanced technologies. You're talking about giving the client a holistic opportunity to actually look at all of the problems in the skin, not just maybe what they think is the problem, because you're giving them a proper skin analysis. So that's like very key. And then you're treating them with clinical care, clinical grade care. So what are the latest advances in the beauty industry technology that everyone should know about in 2026?
So 2026 is gonna be more about lasers, like CO2 laser or the BBL laser, which is a broadband spectrum laser. This is very good, the newest technology on the market. Very safe as well, if it's provided with good knowledge and experience. And skincare at home, this is what is very important. We can achieve amazing results at the clinic, but when the door shuts, we need to look after our skin and what is on the plate, what we eat, the supplements as well. So the balance is not going to be achieved only coming to the clinic and having very advanced and expensive treatments and then eating whatever you want. Do not sleep well or not putting good creams on your skin. So this is very important, what is given after the professional treatments.
That's something I was going to ask you, because the treatments also, in my experience of this, they're there also to help the products do their work as they go into the skin. So it's very important to find your balance between the high-tech treatments, but the products that are working with the treatments on the skin. What kind of products have you been using in your clinic and you would recommend?
So far, we need to examine the skin type, and during the skin analysis, we can see the sensitivity, which I found for the last years very common, and I think is because of clients trying the retinoids without any control, just buying products by themselves without any professional advice.
I did that once.
Did you? So you might notice your skin become more sensitive.
Didn't like it, yeah.
And buying chemical peels by themselves, because these days everything is available online. And after that, we need to really rebuild the barrier of the skin and focus on that. So something what is very sensitive to the skin, very good in calming it. I have found out that the CBD products helping a lot.
And what brand is that one?
Oxacan, and as well products which have the Cantella asiatica in as an ingredient, very good calming for the skin as well. So after the treatment which is provided in the clinic, like lasers, which are very harming to the skin, but in good way later, is to stimulate your fibroblast. So we need this to get the skin beautifully looking later. But calming creams will be the answer after the aggressive treatments. So after the lasers, after the radiofrequency microneedling, so more advanced treatments at the salon, but calming products at home.
So if I was going to take a treatment at your salon and I wanted to keep that going and buy the right products, you mentioned the Oxacan and the CBD. How does that work to keep that lovely, glowy, fresh skin that I know happens when you go to your clinic? Because I had a treatment yesterday.
So if you come to the treatment first, you're going to have the skin analysis, which is the key, because we can see everything what your skin needs. So from there, performing the treatment using, for example, glycolic peel and CBD mask, we can see how your skin is reacting, if it's overreacting to the pills or not. So by that, I can also judgment how the skin sensitivity is. Afterwards, when the pill is working, so we're going to remove the dead skin cells from the top layer of your skin. It makes your skin absorbing products much better, much deeper, because there's no point to put the so good creams on dead skin cells. So we need to clean up first to get that glow and the good polish for your skin. So at home it's very important to then provide for you the cleanser you're going to wash your makeup with, and the micellar water, a toner to give the barrier good moisture, serum, and night cream and the day cream.
And thank you for that. That's kind of explained it all. But why would you recommend Oxycan products? What are the properties that set that brand apart clinically for certain?
Because these
customers?
days many products are based on ingredients which are not natural. CBD is very well known, not yet appreciated enough, I think.
Okay.
We still need a big shout about the CBD, how it makes our life much easier. Or maybe you heard about CBD drops, which are making you feeling calmer. It's good to have a few drops before you go to sleep. So the cannabis will always be the ingredient which is very outstanding from other parts. In the industry there is so many products which we already know, but CBD is something new on the market and is doing a very good job, especially for sensitive skin or calming down the irritation, calming down active acne, which is strong inflammation of the skin. So this is what I am finding out for my customers, very, very helpful.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So where do you see the industry going? Sorry, excuse the frog in my throat. Where do you see the industry going from here? Because we're talking about lasers now. What's happened to fillers and Botox? I'm feeling that maybe that was something that happened last year and they're doing a different job now.
2026 is a year of longevity, so
Okay.
these years is going to be a big change, because aesthetic medicine goes more now towards the polynucleotides than fillers.
Yeah.
But I am not the expert of the aesthetic medicine, but I can see from what I experience at the clinic, clients who comes to see us, they do struggle with fillers which are not dissolving, which are moving around on the face, so they want to dissolve it to go again by more natural path. With regular treatments based on light therapy or lasers, we can do a lot to improve the skin condition. So there is many options with high-tech, like HIFU as well, like CO2 laser. So we don't really need to trust only fillers. These days I think is going to change a lot. It will be more natural look. More fashionable in beauty industry, let's call it that way.
So the fashion's moving from that kind of Instagram type face to something a bit more natural. And the polynucleotides, when you would inject those, but they're not working exactly the same as fillers, are they? They're helping the skin to regenerate from the inside. So that's a kind of move towards, I suppose things swing, don't they?
Yes.
They go one way and everybody wants a certain look, and now it's coming back to maybe this is what I'm feeling, you're saying, something coming back to a bit more of a natural look and not looking like you've had a lot of work done. Is that the work?
That's correct. But the answer for this question is it depends which doctor you go.
Okay.
Because none of them are fan of natural look. some of them I think is just good to see on your doctor's face how she looks like. If she looks like overdone, then
Yeah.
I wouldn't go.
Okay.
Because I can see this is her heavy hand to give more than needed.
Yeah.
So fillers are fine because sometimes there is really lack of the volume in the tissue, and you can just implement that doing a fat transfer to your skin, for example, to your face, if you want to reject fillers. But then we go towards the plastic surgeries. So we cannot really convert from fillers to holistic approach, because when filler is done is done. So it's different approach of the aesthetic medicine,
Yeah.
and for the
I
holistic.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So you opened your own salon. It was very successful. You grew your client list by just being you. It sounds like you're the real thing. You know, you started at 8. You just did what you do, and you carried on doing it, and you learned along the way, good practice, bad practice, everything like that. You had this wonderful clinic in Richmond, and then, but now you're in Chiswick. What happened? You took that clinic over?
I loved the salon in Richmond,
Yeah.
but then it was stopping me to grow.
Okay.
I needed more equipment. There was new machines coming out into the industry. I wanted them all, and there was not enough space. Like physically, it was just too small. And luckily, at the same time, when I had a thought of moving somewhere to get bigger place, the Simply Beauty of Chiswick owner, who is my friend, she just asked me if I would like to take over, because she's going back to Poland, and I just simply said yes. So now I have 4 treatment rooms,
Wow.
bigger space. I could grow my business. I could buy more machines, and this is very exciting, because each time something new coming up on
Yeah.
the market, I am very, very open to it, and always waiting for something new. Every season, actually, so like twice a year, summer, winter and autumn, we got something new to the machine. So I'm like a very, very big fan of new equipment, and can't wait for something else new to come up.
Wow, that sounds very expensive.
It is, but we do very hard work for that,
Yeah.
to achieve those goals. And I am kind of like preparing and saving money for this. So I already know I will need a new machine in December. So I know how to save money now, not to buying free coffees every day. So starting from very simple, small expenses, but if it builds up a cost.
Yeah.
So trying to save as much as possible to be able to afford very expensive machines later.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're always going to be at the forefront, because you're
Yes.
always looking for the latest. So what advice would you give people that are starting a salon now, and they're finding it's hard financially to find the equipment?
There is many options, like leasing companies, loans.
okay.
If you do not have assets to buy machines, there is options of rentals,
Okay.
per day, maybe per week. So if somebody wants to open the clinic without equipment yet, there are some options. Now I know about it. Before I didn't know. So when I started, I took everything on my shoulders, because I wanted to be a power woman who will achieve everything, who will do everything by herself. I don't need any help. I don't need any providers. I will do myself. Very stubborn, but I did it. Yes, when I just set up a goal, I achieve it. But if someone wants to open the business in beauty industry, I think just what you said, just be yourself, and you will find the same people who are like you. They will come to you to give you all heart, but at the same time stay updated with the newest technologies, what is the most effective, because this is what clients looking for now.
Yeah.
Instagram doesn't help because it shows just pictures before and after, but clients goes without reading description that this is result after 2 years of having this amount of treatments, using very expensive products. So we just see result without thinking, oh, how was that achieved? So everybody is looking now for a quick fix, and sometimes it's not possible. So we need to know as a therapist how to get those results. So knowledge is the key. A lot of training, which is also expensive. So just how I did it, worked hard, 18 hours a day, I can say, very, very long hours from 8 a.m. until midnight. Work hard, save as much money as you can to invest in your knowledge and invest in machines. And I think word of mouth will do the job.
Yeah. And communicating with their clients so they know, they understand what will work and what won't. So you work hard, we all know this. How and have you ever managed to achieve a work-life balance? And what would you say to people about that?
I can't say much because I don't have life balance. So I am not the best to advise about that. I just love my job. If I went for holiday during the honeymoon, my husband catch me, reading the newest studies about some technologies, laying on the beach. And he said, "You are crazy. You are the only one like this, learning about new things on your holiday." And we all know it can't be changed because I just love what I do. This is my passion.
There was a time when you had to take a step back, wasn't there?
Yes.
If you want to talk about that.
Yes, of course. This is important because I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
So maybe I cannot give advice as a good example to follow me, but I can give advice from my life lesson, why I went through very hard path in my life, having problems with not getting pregnant, but with miscarriages. I had a few miscarriages, and the pressure I had, the stress which I put on my shoulders, it was just too high. So I had to stop myself from working, go back to Poland for a while to rest, change my diet completely to extremum organic, from organic products that I used for my skin, like Oxacan again, from organic products, organic food, water, fruits, vegetable, meat, everything had to be virgin. And the supplements, I focused on my health condition, so did the examination, blood tests, so going from doctor to doctor to try find out the reason of miscarriages. And in the end it was thrombosis, which sounds very
scary.
It's very scary, but sounds like very basic, easy to find, but no one told me about it. And that was just the answer. But I understood it was maybe not a good time for me to get pregnant when my whole world was just work, nothing really else. And I just learned how to slow down, and that the world will go on without me in the clinic. I have amazing team, which every girl is so fantastic and doing the same like I would do.
Yeah.
This is very important for me. They are just my copies. So I'm very happy with my team now, and this is how I could really rest. So remember about blood tests, yes, to have good sleep, good quality food, and supplements. This is something we don't really remember.
Yeah,
daily.
It's the holistic balance.
The holistic balance,
and
yes.
It's taking a step back, and it's the knowledge that the world will go on without you, which is hard if you work as
It
hard
is
as you do.
hard.
And if you've been used to making things happen all your life,
Yes.
it's like, if I don't do this, no one's going to do it.
Yes.
Actually learning that lesson that once you set it up, maybe somebody can step in and
Yes.
help you.
And I really
Asking for help.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And I really love to feel needed.
Yeah.
And that was for me like a cut.
Yeah.
Just like a cut off that piece of cake and just, you know, go on, but with different approach and different goal.
Yeah.
To achieve that goal, I had to cut myself from work, which was the hardest for me, and I have ADHD as well, so I wish to do something all the time, and I just had to lay down, do nothing, and relax, you know, and listen to the birds outside. So it was not easy for me.
No, it's a journey. Okay, so you are a business mentor. You've started your own business and then you've taken over another business. What would you say to somebody who's doing a completely new startup? What's your advice?
To love what you do. If you have passion in this industry, people will see that. Your clients will really feel it.
Yeah.
To be polite at the same time. To know you are the best is good, but it's better when other people tell you this. Do not say you are the best and you know everything best, because it's impossible. There's always a lack of knowledge in some point. There is so many things we don't know yet. There are so many new things to discover that we never can say we are the best in what we do. We can say we try to be the best version of ourselves, but there is so many things to learn. Still a lot. Even I feel like I need more time to learn. All the time learning. This is continuously learning in this industry, and the clients will appreciate it. If you don't know something, just say, I don't know about this yet, but let me find out more. Let me do the research for you, so I will find out how to achieve your results better, quicker, safer. And I think very important to do a good research before you start, actually.
Yes.
Because
so I was going to say, what are the practical steps? What would they have to do?
I would do
you need
research.
Would you see? Okay, so research what the area,
what is the clientele goals in the area.
Yeah.
For example, are those people more willing to have holistic approach,
Yeah.
or would go for the high-tech technology? Definitely to check the competition around, because if they are busy with high-tech technology, then this might be the answer. Focus on high-tech technology. Or if the competition is more holistic approach, check what the clientele is looking for. The age of the clientele, who is your perfect client profile, who you want to work with, what are you specializing in, if it's acne or pigmentation or body sculpting treatments. There is so many fields in our industry to be expert in that sometimes it's good to be only specializing in one specific field instead of trying to be good in everything. And definitely do not rail only on yourself. Try to find someone who will work with you or for you,
Yeah.
because running a business and providing treatments it might be overwhelming. It might be too much for some people. I was very happy being fully booked and working hard. I was very satisfied, going to sleep, dreaming about next day, and I was thinking, who is my client for the next days? But some people cannot do so much physically. So it's very important to have at least a plan who you want to work with, who is your clientele profile, and the area.
Yeah.
And building the society of what I do and what my client's looking for.
Yeah.
So go to people and shout about you. What do you do? So trying to be more visible.
So that leads me, so you're saying, it's brilliant advice, absolutely brilliant advice. You do your research, you find out what your location is, what area you want to start. You look at the competition, you find out what they're doing, you find out where there's a gap, what people want, you ask, you get support, you get really good people around you. And now you're talking about promotion. And no one sets out in the beauty industry because they love beauty. They never set out to be like a poster designer or a media expert. But what kind of promotion do you have
will
to
become? You will become the social media expert. You will become a videographer. You have to write down your scenario. Now we have ChatGPT, which is excellent. But come on, 10, 20 years ago, there was not on the plate. I had to sit down and write down everything. Or just go with the flow. I am good with camera, luckily.
You are very good with camera.
But for other people, it might not be. It might be the biggest struggle to say any word to the camera, thinking how many people will see you and judge you. And another thing is you'll have to be very brave, because you will need to stand for yourself. And sometimes, for example, like choosing area, maybe it's better to move from the area you live now. Don't be so comfortable. So you need to go out of your comfort zone, changing the place you live, because maybe better clientele and clients you're looking for are going to be in another part of the London, for example. So just pack yourself and go there. And this is the fear which is behind our head. I can't do that. I have my friends here, I have my family here. That's fine, but they are always going to be with you if they are your real friends and your family. But you need to stand for yourself. What is your goal? And to achieve it, sometimes you need to leave behind you your friends, your family, your things which you do every day. You need to just make your life upside down and then start from the scratch. It's not easy. You really need to be very, very brave to risk.
But that's a business decision, not an emotional decision. It's an emotional business decision, but it's not the kind of decisions most people make.
But for women, it's very hard not to be emotional.
Sure.
Is not. So I think we need to cut that part of our brain for a little and then sit down and calculate how much it will cost me if I want to stay here where I am now, and how much I can achieve moving forward, leaving those things behind me.
And what would you say is the best way to promote your new business?
Just say everyone who you meet what you do.
Okay, so it's it's actually just connecting with people.
Connecting with people, exactly.
Person to person, not
person to person, asking people to help you. This is nothing wrong to ask for support, for help. If you are in very, very beginning, ask your new client, please share about my experience. If you like the treatment, please put a review for me with your name on. Please give my business cards to your friends, or offer some kind of like discount, or maybe free consultation to get more clients coming to you. In the very, very beginning, every single client counts. So every single penny which goes to your bank account is very important, because the beginning is not easy. So you need to shut down in the box your shame, your lack of confidence. You just need to go through those things, open your mouth and ask for support.
So you want to be really visible locally, one-to-one. Does that mean showing up at things, showing up at events, having a stall, taking a stand, putting up,
That's right.
So you're talking about stuff that's not even so high tech.
It's not. It's running a
personal.
business. It's running a business. You have to show up, and using technology as well as advertisement, like Google Maps. This is very, very basic. But new freelancers might think, oh, I'm not going to invest money in Google. but it's very important. It's very basic. I'm not going to invest money or time posting on the Facebook groups, but it's very important. Some percent from those clients will see you, will recognize your brand, will remember the name of your clinic. So the first thing which will come up when they want to go for facial or massage will be, oh, I heard about Justyna. Okay, Simply Beauty. They will Google you and they will come. Yeah. And very important as well to find out someone who is professional. Do not when you can afford it. Yeah. So it's like maybe a few months from opening, not in very beginning when you debt zero, but try to find someone who is good in marketing. Okay. So that piece of cake will be given to someone. So delegate, because it's very stressful. Delegation is much more expensive when we try to be business owner, therapist, freelancer, social media expert, marketing expert. When we try to learn all those skills, it will cost us much more to get results than paying someone. Yeah, I have learned this lesson. So I was the one who wanted to know everything and do myself, but then I have found out very quickly that the day is just only 24 hours and there's not enough time to do everything. So to delegate is also very important. Find good people who are experts in their areas, delegate, get help, ask. What kind of struggles have you had in your journey? There must have been, I mean, to be a successful beauty salon owner and mover and shaker in this industry, to stay here for 20 years, there must have been some issues that you've had to overcome that you've learned from. Finding good people to work with you. This is the hardest part, I think, because if we building up a team, this is a bunch of people who need to be just like you or better than you. It's even better if they are better than you. And also people that share your vision. Yes, they share your vision. There is no place to judge clients. There is no place to criticize. So they need to bring that love to others. Yeah. So they have to be mentally stable without up and downs. Yes, I know this is very important. I have to say this loudly. Struggles, I think, maybe more technical things. Like costs of the, for me as a provider, to pay for everything. There is so many of hidden costs of everything, the PDQ machine, the internet, the cameras, the security, so many things, insurances for each equipment insurance, for the whole building insurance, for therapists, for so many things that we don't even think about from where the price of the treatment comes from. Yeah. But if we build up the cost of running the business, this is what is bringing us to the price list. This is the reason. So technically, I think it was hard to find good providers who can give me good price for the service I need. When you say providers, what kind of providers? What do you mean? Like providers for the insurance, because the prices might be various. You might pay 1,000, but if you don't check what they're covering, what is cheaper and better, then you're going to pay 3,000 for nothing, for the same service. So this is also the part of running the business which you need to be aware of. This is the really important, really important, yet quite boring stuff that most beauty therapists are just like, I want to make clients happy and I want them to love me and I want to love them and I want them to walk out of my clinic feeling amazing. And then they don't think buildings insurance, electricity, gas, security, Yes.
Maintenance.
This is what I hate.
Do you have someone to help you with that?
Yes, I already have a group of people who are with me for many years. I have experts in those fields, so now it's fine. But it was very tough in the beginning, right?
So would you say that in the beginning you didn't think about those things, and you kind of came?
Who would? You know, you rent the property, and you think everything will work perfectly.
Okay.
And then the sink got blocked, and you need a plumber. Then the lights goes off, and you need electrician. Many things which have to be sorted and fixed in the most important moment for you, when you're fully booked and you need to shut down the clinic for a few days because of the emergency or something. So it's not easy. It's not easy, I have to say, but it's fantastic. It's not easy, but fantastic. Yeah. And what I can say was very hard as a business owner to make mix and match with my private life, spending time with my friends, building relationships, because as a business owner, remember, you're gonna be sitting down, having coffee with your friend or meeting your family, but having your phone in your pocket buzzing, and you're gonna be thinking, shall I pick up the phone or not? Shall I or not? And then you see the screen, oh my God, this is very important phone calls. I'm so sorry, excuse me for a second. And it's go on and go on and go on. So it was very hard for me to switch off my phone, meeting my friends and family, because they just knew, okay, Justyna is coming, but they knew I'm gonna be on my phone working, replying to clients' messages, posting on social media, because working so many hours is not enough time to reply messages. So now I'm smarter. Now I have my personal assistant and she does it. So I don't reply to messages anymore, which is a life savior.
Yeah, and a relationship savior too, because people don't understand quite, when you're really busy, they just feel abandoned, I expect.
Yes, so that's right.
Did that have an effect on your social and personal life, starting your business?
Definitely. Many times I had to skip my friends' birthdays or their children's birthdays or holiday together, which I say no, because I'm fully booked. And that time I didn't really wanted that much to focus on relationships. I think I can't say is everything because of my job, is my goal. I didn't want it to go on holiday. I wanted to stay at work. I am a workaholic, so let's say that loud. And it's not good. Now I know that it's not good.
Well, you say that, but I think there's times in your life, we're all on a journey, and there's times in your life when you're just so fired up about your ambition and the thing you love and realizing it, that it's really hard to put anything in front of that. I completely understand that. I have been there in my life too. And then when you get a little bit older and you've got there to some extent, then you start to value the relationships maybe. And you have to kind of get them back, or I don't know.
Trying more, just working harder on rebuilding relationships. Yes, getting in touch much more often, inviting for coffee, tea, whatever. Just it needs to go from my side now.
Yes,
because there was too many situations when I was invited and I said no because of my job, which I could say yes, right? But since I'm married, I'm changing. I'm working very much on myself, on the attitude, and now when I have baby, it's changed completely.
Of course.
I'm just in the clinic from time to time, like 1 hour a day or maximum two, just to check up, or if those customers are my regulars, and or they have bought a package with me, which will be like continuously for 1 year, for example. So every month the visit. So it depends on the situation, but now I have really someone who is waiting for me at home, and I don't want to say no, I will say yes. So it is a big change in my life, and I really love it.
Oh,
it's fantastic now. It's like a new project, new me as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So Justyna, I attended your clinic yesterday, Simply Beauty, and it honestly, I can say it was the best facial I've ever had. I am not just making this up. I went for research with all good intentions. I didn't want anything too extreme. I didn't want to take advantage or do anything like that. But whatever she did, Martina was amazing. She did my skin analysis, and then she knew exactly. There was no, do you want this or do you want that, or this will be nice. It was like, I'm doing this, 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 this. And I went with it, and it was lovely. And my skin, I've never seen my skin look that good after a facial. I always sort of say, oh yes, that's lovely. And I think, I kind of did that myself this morning. I moisturized, I'm not sure that's that. I looked at my skin and it just looked amazing. And then I went home and I couldn't do anything. I just felt like I was buzzing, and I felt like I had all this really good energy around me. And it was almost like a spiritual experience, I'm telling you. So it was very good. Thank you so much. And if others want to access this, whereabouts is your clinic and how do they get there?
Lovely to hear that. Your feedback is so important to me, especially about my team. They do really try their best, and this is the music to my heart. Thank you so much. You can find my clinic in Chiswick, 1 Acton Lane, next to the Chiswick Park station. Please come, book your consultation, book your skin analysis, and we're going to do our best.